What's up, guys? Rob from Legit Brandis Gaming here, bringing you another Let's Play. And this time, as you can see, we are in Crusader Kings 3. I was recently, after finishing the Hitman Absolution Let's Play, thinking about what I wanted to do next for the channel. And I had realized that I haven't actually played a lot of Paradox games on this channel. In fact, the only one that I've played for a Let's Play and not just some one-off video is Crusader Kings 2 years and years ago, where we played over here in Wales for 100 years, and we did some pretty good conquering. We got most of Ireland, we got some of Scotland at the end. Yeah, it was a fun Let's Play. And so I was like, I have so many hours in so many of these games. Like, I have 169 hours in Crusader Kings 2, only about 50 in this game, so I'm still pretty new. Only about 30 in EU4, never really got into it that much. 249 in Victoria 2, only 17 in Victoria 3, still learning that game. 478 hours in Hearts of Iron 4. So all in all, I have about 992 hours in Paradox games, and yet I've only done one Let's Play for the channel, so I think I'm going to do a series of Paradox game Let's Plays. And so we're definitely gonna do this one. Obviously, as you can see, we're gonna do Crusader Kings 3. I'm still pretty new to this game, only about 50 hours in. I played a fair bit of Crusader Kings 2, so I know some stuff, but this game is pretty different. I only have one of the DLCs. As you can see, I bought Tours and Tournaments on sale here at the spring sale. When this video is being recorded, the spring sale is still going on. It's probably done by the time this is uploaded. In fact, it's definitely over by the time this is uploaded. So I'm still uploading Hitman Absolution, but so I'm still pretty new to Crusader Kings 3. So you'll have to forgive me if I do some noob things. Definitely gonna do Victoria 2. Not gonna do Victoria 3 because, quite frankly, I'm still learning it, and also I don't think I like it as much as Vicky 2. And definitely a Hearts of Iron 4. Probably not EU, just because I never really played that much of that game, and I don't have a lot of the DLCs, which make the game kind of playable. So yeah, definitely, obviously, CK3, Victoria 2, and Hearts of Iron 4 are going to be the games we're going to play. We're not going to do a grand strategy or anything. I'm going to be playing different regions in each of the campaigns that we do. And this is just going to be kind of a similar format to the Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play. We're going to play for maybe about 100 years, or if there's something interesting going on, we can push past 100 years a little bit. But at the very least, 100 years here in Crusader Kings 3. So we're starting at 1066, and we're going to play as King Eric II Stenkilsson of Sweden. I never actually played a lot of the Nordic countries in Crusader Kings. I did play in CK2. Obviously, everybody's played Noob Island here in Ireland. Did the Powys run over here in Wales. I played a little bit of the Serene Republic of Venice, which I don't think is actually really... Yeah, we cannot play Republics yet in Crusader Kings 3, which is so sad, because playing as Republics in Crusader Kings 2 was awesome. Bring Republics in, please. I'm begging you. Please, for the love of God, this needs to be in the game. And then the only real run I've done in this game, I did Noob Island run in this game in CK3, and then I actually did a run where I united all of Hispania, and I did the Reconquista, and we completely united Spain under our flag here in Leon. So I'm going to play Sweden with the goals of forming Scandinavia if possible, but I just think it's going to be kind of an interesting run here. We kind of have almost like a three kingdoms type setup going between Norway, Denmark, and ourselves here. So I'm going to be playing as Sweden with the idea of trying to form Scandinavia and potentially maybe eating some of the Baltic countries here if we can. Possibly going and getting some of our Nordic holdings over here in the UK. Yeah, we'll see. But we're going to start here as Sweden. We're going to be playing as a kingdom level title just because some people have suggested maybe going down here in the HRE and playing as one of the duchesses and forming Italy and stuff. But I'm still, like I said, relatively new to this game, so I want to play a kingdom title, something that'll be slightly easier to start out with than, you know, one of the little tribal leaders over here. Although a lot of people have said that tribal leaders can be very fun, so maybe one day when I get better at this game and I'm more used to a lot of the mechanics, I will try one of these tribal leaders. But here we are. We are King Eric II. We are wrathful, brave, and stubborn. You're a tough soldier, a cautious leader. So you have a ton of martial, shit diplomacy, a good martial, good stewardship. It says average, but I think anything really above like 7 or 8, at least in CK2, 8 was kind of standard to be considered like okay at. So it's not bad. Not bad. Holy site. I visited a holy site. So you have a pretty good level of prestige, pretty good level of piety. So we are a Catholic Swede here in Sweden. Do we have any de jure claims right off the bat? We do. We can immediately go in for the Duchy of Nordland. Okay, so keep that in mind. Obviously, we need to check our laws here. And the country of Sweden. What are our succession laws? Scandinavian elective. Okay. So I have not played an elective country. Everything down here in Leon was, yeah, male preference partition, and then Ireland obviously has a bunch of different laws you can be a part of. So we have no children. We are 20. So we need to go and find ourselves a wife. So that should be our first thing that we do. So let's go ahead. We're going to say diplomatic range inside. We want an adult female who is unmarried. And let's see if we can't find somebody. I've realized that in this game, finding geniuses and people who are quick with good inheritable traits is not nearly as easy. CK3 or CK2, it wasn't easy, but it was fairly easy in a sense that like there was a lot of people with the quick and genius traits that were marryable in the beginning of the game. Not really so much here. So why don't we sort by age? And we're not so good at intrigue and diplomacy, so maybe we find somebody with high intrigue so that they can help prevent us from getting murdered. Because your wife's stats give you a nice boost to your stats. So let's see if we can't find somebody who is hopefully like in a high house of some kind. She's 28. Her diplomacy is awful. Also, Paradox, can we please fix this being offset? This is irritating. The inevitable. Reckless. Wow, she is an interesting character here. So she's lowborn. She's vengeful. Lazy. Ugh. She's unreformed Norse, which I think if we married an unreformed Norse wife would give us quite a hit to prestige. Or not prestige, but our relations with our vassals. She's possessed, which is unfortunate. She's delicate. We don't want delicate babies, so yeah, all these like unreformed. Let's change our religion to Catholicism here. 24, 9 diplomacy, but good stewardship. 0 intrigue though. 10 intrigue. She's 31 already, and depressed or melancholic. 17 stewardship. No, we don't need anyone with good martial. Maybe we marry Baron. Yeah, that's not good. Her up here. She's got okay diplomacy and good stewardship. Can we possibly arrange a marriage? So we're marrying an unlanded, so we get negative 300 prestige. Grand wedding. Oh yeah, so this is, I have the tours and tournaments now, so we can do grand weddings. We don't have the money for that. I suppose we could also look for a marriage that would get us an alliance somewhere. Could we like temporarily marry into Denmark just to get an alliance potentially? Like a legitimized bastard. She might not be bad either, though. She's got pretty good stats. She's decent across the board. And we would get an alliance with Denmark. I kind of want to get an alliance with Denmark to kind of keep Norway kind of just like at bay. There's a 0.2% chance of our children being inbred. That's totally fine. We'll get 500 prestige. Yeah, okay. We're going to do that. Kind of probably should have looked first. Also, you probably were going to kill like right away. Which is fine. So yeah, a couple of wars we're going to have to get off the bat. I'm not going to nominate an heir yet because we don't really have anyone. I mean, I guess I could nominate my brother. I don't, yeah, my voting strength 26. No lifestyle chosen. Yeah, so we are a martial character, but we also can make decent money. And we're not going to be doing any fighting ourselves early on because I don't want to die. So why don't we go ahead and take the stewardship focus? Because, well, martial, yeah, this just gives me like authority focus wouldn't be bad actually for the dread and control. Actually, yeah, we'll do this one because county control is going to be important, especially when we're taking over a lot of these pagan tribal areas. So we are not employing a court physician. So yeah, we don't really have anybody great. We could try to recruit for a physician. And I think it would be a worthy investment because we are 20. So our physician is going to be with us for a long time for this personal character. So we're going to recruit for a physician here. Caravan Master, we'll give this to Sivgard Puke. It's a terrible name, but... and we're going to keep these open for now. Just because these are people that we might appoint positions to later on just based on, you know, who we would like to like us more. Master of the Horse would be nice off the bat, though, for knight effectiveness. So we are going to give that one to you, Mr. Johan. But we also want to keep some of these positions open in case we would like to give some of these to our son. Yes, so our council. Powerful vassals expect council position. So some counts. We can't switch our archbishop. So do we have anybody better off the bat? It's good to just kind of get this out of the way. Piss some people off. Yeah, he's a Grand Mayor. Count Toke, Count Tyke, and Count Hacken. So he expects a council position, and he's a powerful vassal. So let's get him on, get his relationship up. You have good intrigue, so you could be my spy master. And you have good stewardship, so yeah, you can be my steward. Prince Eric hates me for some reason. Oh, is he a pagan? Yeah, he's pagan. That's fine. Let's give this stewardship position to Count Toke. Oh, Count Tumund is going to be disliking me for a bit, but that's fine. A little dangerous to have somebody who hates you in your spy master position, but it's going to be nice to just try to get his relationship up. We might be able to convert him at a later date. We can offer vassalization to Count Faste of Dal with low feudal obligations, which means we wouldn't have to go to war with him, which would be kind of nice. We might just do that, because his county is going to be small anyway. He would not accept. If I gave him a gift, oh, 150 gold. Yeah, I'm not doing that. All right. Yeah, let's just vassalize him. Did we? Is this one of the guys we just fired? Yeah, we just fired him. That's fine. You can be angry all you would like. That's totally understandable. So let's go ahead. We'll offer him vassalization. We can station our men-at-arms regiments. So this is something that is quite important. If you're new to this game, like I was, men-at-arms are kind of like your retinue from Crusader Kings 2. This is your standing professional army. So we have 1 out of 6 men-at-arms regiments. Your men-at-arms regiments are going to be way more important in battles than they kind of were previously. Crusader Kings 2 was a lot about numbers, I felt. Like, bigger numbers, better army, more squish, right? Whereas in this game, good men-at-arms regiments can absolutely just decimate levies. So if you're not familiar, levies are just like the regular farmers and peasants and stuff that you call up to fight. They're just like your vassals, you know, military aged men essentially. Whereas these men-at-arms are your professional standing army. These are people that you have trained intentionally to be an army. So so it's important to look around at the people you will be potentially going to war against to see what kind of men-at-arms they have. And it seems like a lot of these people have these Huskarls, these heavy infantry. So since our first war is going to be kind of in this region, we want to get stuff that's going to counter heavy infantry and light footmen, it looks like. So we can create some more men-at-arms regiments. So what counters heavy infantry? Is it pikemen? Skirmishers, archers. They counter spearmen. These guys counter spearmen. Light cav, heavy cav, camel cav. Skirmishers, archers. Okay, so light footmen counter heavy infantry. So let's go ahead and create a light footman regiment. And let's get ourselves some cav. So these guys have bowmen and light footmen. These guys counter. Oh, we don't even have heavy cav. So yeah, let's go ahead right off the bat. We will get our men-at-arms going here. Because this is going to be a very war-heavy playthrough, I believe. So you're below maximum accolades and one of your knights be appointed as an acclaimed knight. So this is new. This was not, I didn't have this before because of I didn't have the DLC, but interesting. So first among the guard, thug, besieger. So you make your knights more effective. Okay. I see. All right. Yeah, so we have 6 out of 10 knights. Grand court position. Can we make you a knight? I forget how to like manage this. Show and manage your knights. We can force certain people to become knights, but we don't want to do that, I don't think. This guy's got 20 prowess. Oh, we can only create accolades for the people in this screen. He's our caravan master. He's our knight. We have a half brother. So why don't we give this guy an accolade, I suppose? A thug. And a stalwart. Travel safety +5. A besieger is... Let's give him besieger. It'll cost us 150 prestige, but that's fine. First among the guard. You got it. First among the guard needs a worthy successor. And seek worthy accolade successor. Okay. I see. Alright. That's fine. We can deal with that later. This first episode's going to be a little bit long because we're just setting everything up. Several members of your close family are eligible to be wed. Yeah, so let's get this guy married off now because he may end up being our heir. He's craven. Ooh, that's not good. He's good at diplomacy and learning. So he would be allied to Norway if we married him into the House of Norway, which would be good. Okay. And second in line, he is kind of crap, so hopefully he doesn't ascend to the throne anytime soon. An Orthodox Russian would be kind of interesting. He's a legitimized bastard. He's gonna get negative 300 prestige from this, but she's gonna be good at making money. So if he ever comes to the throne, he will at least have a decent wife. So these guys are all knights. We're gonna force him into knighthood. And that somehow dragged all of these people in. Okay, that's fine. And there's elections going on. Okay, so let's let time tick by. Let's see if this guy accepts the vassalization. My brother is getting married to that Russian Orthodox lady, which is cool. He has become our vassal. And we have gotten married, and our brother got married. Nice. So, an excellent court physician, a terrible court physician, an average court physician. $55 G's off rip is fine. We're gonna spend money to make money. We're not making a ton right now, but that's gonna improve as we improve, like, the holdings of our realm and stuff like that. So for now, we're not making a lot of money, but it's gonna be fine. So we spent a lot of money off the rip, but we've got a lot of things we need to get done, man. So I know this first episode was kind of boring, just a lot of setup and stuff like that, but there's so many things you need to do, you know, to kind of get yourself ready to go in this game. So next episode, probably gonna try to take out these two guys right away. Oh, we don't have a Casus Belli on him. Yeah, Livonia. We have claims on Livonia? Oh, these are holy wars. Right, because all these people are pagan. Baltic faith. Yeah, so really the only real Casus Belli we have is on here. So we're probably going to go to war against him, take him out right away. And then see if we can maybe do some realm improvement. And then I think there's going to be a race between us and Norway. Norway's probably going to eat these people because they're part of his de jure realm. But then it's going to be kind of a race here between us and Norway to eat a lot of these lands up here, I believe. And then ultimately we would hope to form Scandinavia, but maybe we do some holy warring in some of these lands here at some point. We'll have to see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I hope you guys will be enjoying these Paradox Let's Plays, because that's what's going to be on the channel for the next little bit. And I will see you guys again next time.